Congratulations on front row right here. Congratulations on becoming a UFC fighter. I guess these are the moments that people work for, and obviously when they kind of debuted the Contender Series, this has been the path. So I'm sure you've been thinking of this moment specifically for a long time now. So I guess what's it like to not just get through the fight, but have this moment you've been envisioning?
Oh, it's fucking crazy. Oh, apologies for my language. It's crazy.
Swear as much as you want, man.
Let's go. Yeah, it's crazy. I can't put it into words. I've said this to me coaches, and me coaches have never doubted me. They've always believed in me, and now we're here.
You said it when they were in the promo package. Like, people see the glasses, they think that they might not take you seriously. I guess, did you feel that leading into this fight? Like, especially here in America, when you come to the Contender Series, those promo packages are probably the first time a lot of American fans have been introduced to you.
It's been like this my whole life. Everyone sees the glasses, everyone sees the top knot. I just didn't get me pink shorts tonight, so hopefully I get that in the future. But yeah, everyone, as much as I was a favourite tonight, everyone's always thought I was the underdog. But like I said, now I'm always on top at the end.
What's the significance of the pink shorts specifically?
The pink shorts is where it's at. Trust me. Get them pink tighties in and I'll show you what it's about.
Obviously, anyone from your part of the world is going to be compared to Paddy, especially because especially here in America. So, do you welcome those comparisons? And I guess whenever you fight, like, you're going to be asked about him until you reach the top.
Yeah, them boys obviously over his gym and Next Gen and stuff like that. They're all quality lads. I'm not there. I'm with my own team, KC Fight Base, Liverpool Combat Academy and MMA Academy. So I have nothing but respect for all them lads over there. We're all from one city. Do you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, Liverpool stand up. That's what we're doing. We're only a small fighting city, and we're coming and we're putting ourselves on the map.
Just last one for me, the question we ask all the UFC fighters, I guess, when do you want to fight again? Do you want to wait for, they usually go to London in Q1, or do you want to hopefully to get one in and then fight again in London?
I honestly don't know. I'm like, at the end of the day, when me coaches, me manager says I'm ready, I'm back out. London would be nice, but I can't lie, I've been enjoying the travelling, Vegas is a decent place, so anywhere, anytime, get us on the map, that's what we're built for.
Did you ask for the Pink Panther song if you got the win out there? It was perfect timing.
No, I didn't expect that. I got told before it there was no walkout tunes, there was no any music, and then next thing you know, the Pink Panther tune's playing. It's the only song I actually haven't chose for a walkout because I like music too much, so I don't want to stick to one song.
Can you explain what the nickname is about?
When I was fighting for an amateur title back in England, I was just looking for a new pair of fight shorts, and my dad said, I bet you won't wear these hot pink tight ones, and I just said, I bet you I will. And Mr. Wonderful, Phil Davis, he wears the hot pink, and he's a role model to me, so I thought, yeah, let's run with this. And then from there, podcast person, said you should be called the Pink Panther, and I thought, yeah, that's my brand right there. I'm taking that.
That's incredible, and we definitely could hear the support group that you came out here with you tonight. Do you think that's the kind of stuff that we're going to see anytime you enter the cage?
It's like that all the time. Every time it's going to be like that. I'm going to always bring a crowd. Everyone's going to come with us, and I honestly can't thank everyone who's come to support me over in Vegas. It's not like we're all built from money. We come through, and this is what life is about.
When I saw you at the weigh-ins yesterday and then even today, just the confidence. A lot of times when we see the guys or gals come in there, there's nervousness, there's an edge to them. They're a little unsure, but I didn't see anything from you this week. Did you have any nerves at all going in there tonight?
I thought I'd have a lot more nerves than what I did, and I was a little bit like, okay, I haven't really got nerves, so it was a bit like, I'd rather nerves. I think nerves are good, but I'm not going to complain. This is what I was born to do. This is where I feel most natural at home. So, I manifested this stuff, and manifestation works.
Congrats on your win. Welcome to the UFC.
Thank you.
Kurtis over here. Congrats on the victory. You spent the last couple weeks around Davy Grant, and he was so loud in the crowd for you. What advice did he give you, and how much did it mean to have him here?
I've been training with Davy since I was like 13, 14 years of age, and he was still in the UFC then. So to have Davy to be and support me and see my journey go further, it means the world to me, because he's someone who I really look up to. There's always a smile on his face. There's nothing ever negative out of his mouth. So that's a person who I want to be like.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, brother. You talk about enjoying the travel and sightseeing and things like that. While you're in Vegas tonight, what does that post-fight celebration look like? Are you a casino guy? I know there's some pizza in the back. I know a lot of guys like to eat. So
Get me to a Wingstop or something. I want some nice food. I'm not really too much of a partier. With the glasses and stuff like that, you probably could call me a nerd, but I know we've got a PS5 sitting back at the house, so we'll have a PS5, some Wingstop, and some good vibes.
Kurtis, congrats on the win. Just a quick one for me, if you could walk me through that finish. I love the technique where you had almost like I'm going to call it full Nelson, and then just through the knees, and they were so vicious along the cage wall. Is this something that you worked on in camp, or that you saw the opening, or just kind of like on the fly?
Something that I work every day. We in Liverpool, we have a place, one of our gyms, and we call it Daggy Pool. Dagestan, Liverpool, and Loz, our coach who runs it, he's been doing all that grappling stuff. He's far ahead of the game, so definitely it was something that I was working throughout camp, controlling that position and looking for the violence.
I love it. And then you had the kind of like the walk-off. You knew you didn't need to throw unnecessary shots. Well done with that. Last for me, just kind of what Kenny touched on, the post-fight singing. I know we've seen guys like, may he rest in peace, Ricky Hatton with the "There's Only One," and now that da-da-da-da, I cannot wait to hear that in the arena. That's gonna be great stuff.
It's going to be amazing. We're going to hear a lot more of that, and Kurtis Campbell is going to be a name to remember.
Sir, congrats on the win and welcome.
Thank you.
Just one for me. That was a great reference you had there with Mr. Wonderful in the pink shorts. Just kind of wanted to ask you more on that. What else inspired you from Phil Davis and his game for your career?
He's an explosive man. I met Phil when I was 16 training in San Diego, so everything, like these fighters that I'm meeting, and they're showing me the way, and they know where I need to be. I know what violence I need to bring to this game. It's not a sport that you can't come. It's an entertainment sport, and at the end of the day, we're here to entertain.
And he's shared the cage with many big names in the sport. So, do you have a favorite fight of his?
What? Sorry.
He's shared the cage with many big names in our sport. You have a favorite fight of his?
I think Gustafsson's a good fight. I don't know if he got the victory, but he had a really good fight against Gustafsson. And at his Bellator days, love his Bellator days. He was unreal there.
Congratulations.
Thank you. All good? Let's go.